Hey guys, Kitty Sapphire here, and welcome to Art Update. I'm sorry I had to push the scheduling a little bit back more so. Originally I wanted to do it at 5 o'clock, but things got a little bit hectic. Then I wanted to do it at 8, and then it still got hectic, so I had to push it back to 9:30. So I hope that wasn't too much of a problem for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well on this Friday night. Friday, end of the work week. Oh my goodness, I am tired. I am very, very tired. And yes, we have
A
Ninja, or he is also known as Duck Summer.
No, Duck Summer's handler.
Okay, fine. Duck Summer's handler is here today. Here on this art update, we're going to be talking about a little bit of anime, fan art, and some of my future endeavors. Hey, Vanessa, how are you? I'm so happy that you're here, because I was so worried that, being it's kind of late, I thought nobody was going to, show up a little bit, but it turned out to be all right. It's cool. Yay. But I'm going to cut this short because it is also very, very late, and soon people are going to be winding down and going to bed and all that other jazz. So I'm going to make this real quick. So, for today, yay, art updates. Yes. So for today, I want to showcase some of my new pieces that I did, make. I know a lot of people have been still up in arms about Pokemon, all Pokemon this. I know everybody's coming down from E3, and I thought, because of a lot of people still talking about the new Sword and Shield, and everybody falling in love with the great and powerful Wooloo, I just thought it would be really cool to kind of jump on the bandwagon. Me personally, if you guys know, I'm an Eevee fan, but I can't deny that Wooloo is freaking adorable and cute, and I just had to draw it. But not only the fact that I drew Wooloo, I made Wooloo into stickers. That's right, little Wooloo stickers. Look how cute they are. Oh, I will turn that down. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I hope that's a little bit better. But yes, I have Wooloo stickers that I made. Now, I don't know if they're going to do shiny versions of Wooloo. I hope that they have like the black sheep versions of Wooloo. It would be really, really adorable and really cute. And if that is the case, I will definitely do a shiny version of these. But yeah, these are now available on my Etsy page for $8. And I also will be selling this at my next con, which will be ValleyCon in July. So definitely look out for these. I'm still also contemplating whether or not I should do the new Corgi Pokemon, Yamper, which he is also very adorable with his lightning bolt tail and his heart-shaped butt. So, I will definitely think about that. I'm not necessarily too nuts about the Impedu.
Fight A.
He likes Impedu.
I'm okay with it.
But I think the Corgi is just adorable out of the new Pokemon that we saw in on E3. So I definitely will do doing fan art about that. Thank you very much. Along with the update, the Kickstarter, like I said, is winding down. Unfortunately, like I said, things have not been going too well with the Kickstarter. However, I'm going to recalibrate and take a step back to wait until the time runs out before I decide to relaunch it a little bit later. Hopefully by then I will have a much more better grounded idea of exactly what I want to do for the Dancing Eeveelutions, because I really, really want to bring you guys merch for that one. Yeah, I know it's very saddening, but it was my first time doing Kickstarter, so I'm not losing heart. It was just a test. Basically it's just a learning experience. So I will take it back and we'll just learn from it, and we'll hopefully do better on the next turn. But if you guys still want to try to save it or try to put your 2 cents in on the Kickstarter. My Kickstarter will be available at the very end of the stream. Was it? You can find a way. It doesn't have to be a Kickstarter right now. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I definitely do have, but also.
You can try kidnapping. What?
What kind of answer is that?
Seriously, you can try kidnapping.
That's stupid. What are you talking about, dude?
You kidnap and you hold the person ransom for money.
Don't listen to him, please.
Or drugs. They have good resale value.
No, just no.
Or Wooloo fur. I heard that sells really nicely.
Do you hear this fool right here? Never mind. I'm not gonna even pay attention to that. So
I don't know why. It seems like a perfectly legitimate strategy.
Oh, stop. But going back to the Kickstarter, I do have some stickers that are already made that are holographic. I have the shiny versions as well as the original version, so I might use those as a promo. You know, like I did. I'm not going to make the regular stickers that I had before. I'm probably going to sell those, you know, continue selling what I have left. And then I'll just, you know, promo the other stickers that I do have in hopes to get as many people involved. It doesn't, like you said, it doesn't necessarily have to be Kickstarter. And then also later on, I can invest that into making keychains. So, you know, that's another thing. The next thing that I want to talk about is my Patreon page. Subscription boxes. You might have to go into a little bit of detail of what Akibento, like a subscription box.
Loot crate.
Okay, so like, but that's like a mystery box, no?
It's a subscription box where you pay a monthly fee, and in return get stuff from the company or whatever.
I could do that towards Patreon, you know. Actually, you know what? Now that you guys brought that up.
Patreon is an ongoing thing. Kickstarter is like an all or nothing. We have 20 days or 30 days or
yeah, it's pretty limited. So you know what? That's a better idea, because actually the next point that I'm going to talk about is Loot Crate, but but for your products only. That would make sense. And you know what's so funny that you guys are basically mentioning these things. The next subject is about Patreon. I'm actually doing a lot more stuff for Patreon. I just came out with a new mini print, actually working on a new one coming out after this one. Also planning, that could actually replace what I was thinking for Patreon regarding to commissions. A lot of people have been asking me whether or not, can you do commissions? Can you do commissions? The only problem with that with Patreon is a little bit, so great job. Thank you. Woohoo. The problem with doing commissions on Patreon, it's a little different with some artists. If you're doing a voice artistry, it's a little bit different. You can charge how much time you put into a voiceover or what have you. If you have other stuff that you want to sell off. So commissions are a little bit different with me. For me, I based it on the materials, the work, and the detail of the picture. So if I do like one set price and it could be underpaid or overpaid for something simplistic, then where do I stand? I unfortunately overcharge a patron or undercharge a patron for that type of work. So what I was planning to do is give the option of making original stickers for people that are patrons for a monthly fee. So like if they want original characters done in my personal style as a mini print or stickers or anything of that nature, I'd be willing to do that. But now that you also give me this option of sort of like a loot crate, I would actually, my brain is stuck on the loot crate, and it would be a Sapphire Kitty box. Actually, that sounds really nice. To get like little blue boxes and have like all bunch of stuff that I've done. I actually like that idea. So instead of what do you guys think about the commissions thing? I can do also both. Do the loot crate as well as the commission ones. but like commission stickers or commission mini prints.
I still vote for kidnapping, but this doesn't seem like a bad idea as long as
Oh
it's
my
executed properly.
god! Yay! No kidnapping. That is out of the question. No, nada, zilch. This is not Man on Fire. What are you doing?
I'm suggesting things to raise money.
Yeah, but that's not the way to do it.
I mean, you can try a lemonade stand.
Kid, hey, I'm late. It's okay. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, Kid Anime.
You can make an explosive lemon stand.
No.
Yes.
No.
Listen,
Craziness. No.
Listen.
No.
Listen. If Cave Johnson can do it, I think you can.
No. No, I am not doing it.
Why not? When life gives you lemons, you don't just take the lemons, you turn them into combustible freaking lemons and you burn their house down.
Oh my god. It's like, you're like Karasu from Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, you just want to destroy everything that you love so dear.
I'll take that as a compliment. And whoever said I love it, I just love to see it burn sometimes.
Put a duck in his mouth. Well, actually, at this point, I would like to give him an apple instead, but unfortunately, I do not have these things.
Fight me. Fight me.
Anyway, commissions are good. It could be extra in subscription. Commissions can be extra in subscription as well, but a duck in a mouth. Like I said. So, you know what? That's a very good idea. I am all open for ideas regarding that. Thank you. Wait, I walked into kidnapping. What's going on here? No, we're
kidnapping people to make funds for Wooloo stickers. And if you buy 2 stickers today, your first kidnapping victim is half off.
Don't listen to him trying to get me in trouble. No. He's being sorry, Kid Anime. He's being ridiculous with
I don't know what you're talking about. It seems logical.
I get no respect.
Yeah, you do. I'm just trying to raise money.
Well, that's not how you do it.
It can be.
No, that's not how I do it.
Fine. Then sell the drugs.
You must be on something.
No. I mean, I'm on the floor, but that's about it.
Anyway, moving on. I do like that idea. You guys, he's being a doo-doo head. I am a sucker for deals. What we were
exactly. Don't you want the first one to be half off? We here give good deals, and we want to make sure. The customer is properly satisfied. So feel free to call us now.
It's nothing any
numbers in the description.
Anyway,
numbers in the description below. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Anyway,
Snapchat, Patreon.
Zip and duck guy. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Fight me.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
You can't silence the truth.
Stop. Anyway, I'm sorry about that, guys. But yes, we were discussing about my Patreon and how, I have some stuff from my booth that I would like to kind of move a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's laughing. Kid Anime is laughing. But there's a couple of things that I want to move, and also I wanted to give some different attributes to my Patreon, since I want to be a little bit more active. I want to be a lot more active on my Patreon. And these two wonderful people were giving me suggestions of how to do that, such as commissions, since commissions have been a common trope for a lot of people who have been loyal patrons, and they want commissions.
And kidnappings.
Stop.
No.
Anyway, however, I want to do commissions, but I was always worried about getting overcharging them or being undercharged for a particular commission because of the fact that, some of the commissions can be very detailed and then others can be simple, and yet I'm charging a large amount of money. So, and I was only going to do like sort of chibi versions of, I'll write down the Sapphire Kitty Bots. You should sell them outside of Patreon as well. That's also an option. I have no problem with that. I just have to find blue boxes or purple boxes that would represent the Kitty Sapphire brand.
If I might make a suggestion.
Please, no more.
How about 4 months? 4 months. A trial period.
A trial period for what?
and you can deliberate this and what you want to include. Don't give me that look. You can do a trial period where it's like, cool, people who subscribe to the Patreon could get some free stuff. So I would say for the first month, it would be anything with a hard case on at the beginning of it. So it could be commissions, it could be kidnapping, it could be cocaine, it could be Krispy Kreme donuts.
All right, enough with that. It would just be commissions or maybe a keychain.
Or a free can of Coca-Cola. Keychains also work, hard case sound.
So you're basically saying a theme. Now you're being ridiculous, of it.
I'm being myself. I don't know what you're talking
about. Oh my god. Anyway, so
get your free can of cocaine, Coca-Cola, kidnappings this week. I'm sorry, this month only.
Ay, Dios mío. He's like Cuba. He's like Cuba.
Thank you.
No, Cuba ain't no good. Ooh, cocaine. Put your label on them. 30-day free trial. 4 months is way too long. The price will vary depending on what you want as a commission in it. So, okay.
See, Kid Anime knows a good deal when he sees it. I mean...
That's Vanessa.
No, Kid Anime. Ooh, cocaine. See, you can't find good cocaine just anywhere. You gotta go to the right people.
Just no.
Next month, we're doing heroin.
Stop it! Anyway, so definitely I would like to fool around with those ideas a little bit. I really like your idea, Vanessa. And to a certain extent, I do like your idea. If you know how to behave. But
I always behave.
Yeah, right.
For example, in August, we're going to sacrifice the non-believers for every patron that joins.
Here we go. Never mind. Moving on.
One non-believer for every patron.
Give the people what they want.
Exactly.
Talking business, go back to the kid table. All right, Vanessa, easy. Easy.
No easy. Is right.
Stop it.
And in the month of September, we'll give you all of the that you can handle.
Order in the room, please. No. Anyway, the last thing that I wanted to talk about
contains some na.
Anyway, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the question of the day, and the question of the day is traditional or digital. Now, this was a question that was put to me by actually one of my siblings. Yeah, sure, we can talk about this later, since I want to actually go on and talk about this particular question. And answer it to the best of my ability. So traditional and digital. This was a question that was proposed by several people, including my sibling, asking why do I do more traditional and then digital, or which one do you prefer best, or honestly, I like both. I would have to say, for me, I like traditional because it's very soothing to me, and I get to kind of play around with mediums that are a little bit more of a challenge. See,
nothing quite beats the feel of just the regular paper beneath your hand. I prefer book paper as opposed to like copy paper, but still, it's just a nice feel to the hands. It's kind of like asking why people prefer getting a physical copy of a book versus ebook.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with that. Me personally, I feel a lot more comfortable with traditional, even though I'm learning how to do digital and I've gotten a lot better with it. I feel that it's most important for artists to know both, though. Because an artist has to use as many different tools as possible for them to be a little bit more well-versed or well-rounded. And I feel it's another way to kind of explore your horizons a little bit more.
So, one day you try on regular paper, next day you might try on digital. Day after that, maybe you try on canvas if you can find it. Some art stores carry small little canvases. The day after that,
I have some canvases.
The day after that, if you have some humans buried in the backyard, you can use their skin and try tattooing on them before you do it on real people.
Horrible! See, I have canvases myself, so actually I really should actually try one of these.
Next month I'm going to try bone etchings. I have a couple of sacrifices that I need to make even more. Oh wait!
Stop it!
I can
stop it!
I can still make soup. It's okay.
Anyway. Paper does feel good. It's easy for me to hold on to digital. because I'm always losing stuff. Oh, you know what? That makes sense too. You guys can keep track of stuff a little bit easier. Me personally, I'm still trying to get my bearings with digital. Not saying I'm not saying that it's bad. Actually, far from it. But it's just that I prefer traditional and, using my hands and the feeling of paint and marker and color pencils.
And digital is for heathens.
Stop being so rude.
I'm not rude.
Don't listen to him. I'm sorry.
Fine. Digital isn't that bad.
But definitely it's something that I would like to learn a little bit more so about using digital. Because I know for a fact there's some beautiful pieces where it looks almost like traditional or like oil paints. There's certain textures that I know that digital can emulate very, very well. And I would like to learn more about those. Again, it's still a little bit of a trial and error. It's okay. I'm definitely a heathen. Oh my God. But
there's nothing wrong with being a heathen. There's nothing wrong with being a heathen. You can't silence me this time.
Hey, I like that song.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being a heathen. It's just an acknowledgement thing.
Yeah, me too. I like the idea of doing digital. And then I guess that makes me a heathen as well. Because I do like digital too. It's just I'm not good at it right now. Don't make that face. Whatever.
See, you can't see the face, but this is just so obscene it has to be censored.
Oh, brother. Anyway, besides the point, I wouldn't necessarily, even though it says traditional versus digital, I feel they both have their strengths and weaknesses. Like, for instance, digital, it's very easy to erase your mistakes. All you have to do is just press Control Z, and then all your mistakes are gone. But sometimes with digital, things look a little bit too clean. There is such thing as too clean pictures.
And like Bob Ross said, now that I think about it, I'm mentioning Bob Ross, and I don't even know if the audience here even old enough to know Bob Ross. But
come on, there's a lot of memes about Bob Ross.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of memes about a lot of 70s and 80s shows that people nowadays wouldn't know.
That's true.
What I was gonna say was there's no such thing as mistakes. There's just happy little accidents. And just put a nice little tree on top.
I would recommend Happy Little Accidents. Actually, she does know. So there. But anyway, no. Actually, there is happy little accidents throughout art. It's just know how to find them and when to use Control Z and when not to use Control Z. But going back to what I was saying before, that
Control X also works very nicely.
I know.
Puts it in the shredder. No, actually, I'm sorry. Control X is cut, I think.
Well, you're cutting off a section. Anyway, there is such thing as being too clean with your artwork. It looks a little too perfect. When sometimes a lot of art does benefit from having those little nicks, those little imperfections. So digital is perfect for a particular type of look. However, it might come off as too clean. Like, for instance, I did like, give you an example, Attack on Titan. I gotta go talk later. Okay, Vanessa, bye. Thank you so much for coming by. And Kid Anime says, legend himself, Bob Ross. I would be a truth heathen if I didn't know who he was.
Okay, fair enough. Some people of this generation don't know who Bob Ross is. Fair enough. Product of the times. But yes, there are. But back to your point, there are times where it's nice to have a few mistakes in there, and times where that extra level of perfection and detail can work out really well. And in the worst case scenarios, you have options: Control C, Control Z, Alt F4, Control Alt Delete. Typical things.
Yeah, that's true. As far as traditional, it's a little bit more challenging. I have to say.
Funny thing is, it also works on people too. It just takes a bit longer to get the Control Alt Delete or Alt F4 on them.
This is not Death Note.
Says who? Also, I didn't say anything about Death Note.
Yeah, but he says delete, 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 delete.
Well, that's not Kira. That's a different Kira.
I know. It's
And besides,
it's his
Alt F4 is
predecessor.
not delete.
Huh?
Alt F4 isn't delete.
Oh God, get out of here. Anyway, that's besides the point. Oh, stop it.
No.
Anyway, as for traditional also has its perks too. It's a long. How can I say it? I take a chip and eat it.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
Eat all the chips, but be careful. It's not good for your health. There's a lot of sodium in it.
It's very fattening too. Anyway, besides the point, doing traditional. The downside about traditional artwork is if you make a mistake and it's not necessarily intentional, and you don't necessarily know how to flip it or use it towards your advantage, that could make you very upset, and you might have to start all over. Depending on how you feel about the picture, if it's not coming along properly. But for the advantages of traditional, you get to experiment a lot with various different things. I would have to say you won't get necessarily bored with it. You have ink, you have color pencils, you have crayones, you have pastels. Pastels are really, really, really dirty.
You won't get bored. You'll just go broke.
Yeah, one of the other downsides of it.
Digital is hella free.
Yeah, digital is a lot better when it comes to making merches or accessibility. It's less. You don't have to use your money for resources, which is wonderful. That's one of the reasons why I want to get accustomed to doing digital, because now that I've been doing more merch to bring to you guys, it's, unfortunately, a lot of that profit goes back to my supplies, and unfortunately, this kitty won't be able to use it.
That's why we do traditional. We go onto our computer, go into some system settings, hack onto our friend's computer, get their credit card info, buy a program, send it to our computer, make sure that we download the program.
Oh my God!
With all the bells and whistles. That way we can make as much digital content as we want for free. Or technically, to be fair, we don't have to download our friend's credit card info. We just have to get somebody's credit card info.
I'm not with him. I am not with him.
It's okay.
I'm not with him. I do not agree with this. Whatever he's basically stating is not true. I am not okay with this.
I don't know what you're talking about. Speaking of which, I have to delete some credit card info from your computer later.
What the heck?
What?
He's trying to get me in trouble.
Not trying. I'm trying to.
This man is a genius, 100%. No!
I'm glad you recognize.
He's enduring bad habits. This is bad.
There's nothing bad about it. It's completely resourceful.
No.
I mean, they weren't using that credit card or the money on it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I said no.
I said yes.
I said no. Stop
I said
it.
yes, let me touch your face.
In any case, traditional has its perks, but one of the downsides is it can be very, very expensive. And like I said, that's one of the reasons why I want to do more stuff and trying to learn more with the digital, because frankly, now that I'm trying to bring more merch to you guys,
having some extra money to send the drugs out to you guys makes it easier. Fight me.
Having extra money, period, is very helpful. So,
Fight me.
Ay, Dios mío. Anyway, I am so sorry about this, but yes, it is very helpful to know a little bit of digital, and it just gets things a little bit done. A lot more things done.
Start from the top.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit ahead. Why spend your money when you can spend someone else's money?
Exactly.
That is true. That is true.
Exactly. Remember, be smart. Steal your enemy's credit cards today.
I will not endorse this. Ugh. I will not endorse this. But yes,
you don't have to endorse the truth, but it is true.
Anyway.
Besides, they had it coming.
Stop it.
No.
Anyway, that's besides the point. But yes, that's my 2 thoughts. That's my 2 cents on traditional and digital artwork.
And you see, that's where you're wrong. You shouldn't be spending your 2 cents. You should be spending someone else's 2 cents.
In any case, that will conclude our today's endorse this man. I get hijacked on my own show. That's terrible.
See, you're wrong about that. It's actually my show. You're just the guest star.
No, it's not, darn it. But thank you guys so much for coming to my art update. I will hope to see you guys next Thursday.
Subscribe for more cocaine and Coca-Cola flavored cocaine.
Oh. Please subscribe and pass the word on. I really would appreciate it. If you guys are interested in the other places such as Patreon, I have a Facebook page. If any other updates you want to take a look at, you're welcome to any of those links that I will be sending to you guys at the end. If you guys are interested in any of my other shows, Con Review and Nerd News, which happens on Monday and Wednesdays, you're also welcome to them on my Facebook page as well. Welcome. This is my first live video. It was great. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about all the interruptions, though.
Sorry about what? There's no interruptions.
Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a lovely weekend, and happy Father's Day to everybody.
Remember, if you can, treat your father or significant male/father figure to a nice steak or a nice meal if you can. Just make sure you let them know.
Just happy accidents.
Exactly. Just, make sure you let them know that they are an important person in your life. And if in case you can't reach them, give them a call at least, or send a card, or some smoke
cards are important.
Or smoke signals. And if you can't do any of that, then just make an altar in the backyard and sacrifice something to it. I recommend the neighbor's kids because the neighbor's kids are always throwing the ball into your yard.
No, I do not endorse this. This is terrible. No, don't listen to him.
You can also sacrifice an Eevee.
No. Anyway, I hope you guys have a nice night.
Or sacrifice a vegan.
I hope to see you guys later.
Because, come on.
Ciao, ciao.
We get it. We all know you're vegan. You don't have to rub it into our faces.